Hello and welcome to my channel. In this tutorial, we are going to learn how to crochet this beautiful tote bag. This is how it looks. This is the back view. This is how it looks from the inside. In my channel, I share free crochet tutorials, so if you are new here, kindly subscribe. To begin, make a slip knot. Then for the base of this bag, I'm going to chain 8 inches. I'm going to make a chain that is 8 inches. So continue chaining until you have 8 inches. After chaining 8 inches, I have chained 30 chains measuring 8 inches. To begin working row 1, skip 1, go to the next, make 1 single crochet, go to the next chain space, make a single crochet, go to the next chain space, make a single crochet, go to the next chain space, make a single crochet, and that is how you are going to work, making 1 single crochet into every chain space until the end. At the end, I have 1 chain space to make a single crochet to finish row 1. Row 1 is complete. To begin row 2, chain 1 and turn your work. After turning, beginning from this very first stitch, go through the 2 loops this way, make a single crochet, go to the next stitch and make a single crochet, go to the next stitch, make a single crochet, and you are going to make 1 single crochet into every stitch until the end. So continue making 1 single crochet into every stitch until the end. I'm nearing the end of row 2. I'm making the last single crochet to finish row 2. And that is how you are going to work upwards, repeating row 2. Row 3, chain 1, turn. After turning, make 1 single crochet across the same way we did row 2. Repeat making row 2 up to row 8. This is row 8. I have 8 rows. Across here we have 8 rows, so I'm going to make 8 slip stitches. First I chain 1 and mark my chain 1. The chain 1 will count as my first slip stitch. So across I'm going to make 7 slip stitches. So this is the second stitch. Go to the next, make a slip stitch, 3. Go to the next, make a slip stitch, 4. Go to the next, make a slip stitch, 5. Go to the next, make a slip stitch, 6. Go to the next, make a slip stitch, 7. Go to the next, make slip stitch, 8. I had 8 rows, so I have made 8 stitches across. This side we are going to make single crochets across. First you chain 1, then make 1 single crochet into every stitch across. I have 29 stitches, so I'm making 29 stitches across. Make 1 single crochet into every stitch across. They are 29 stitches until I get to the other side. When I get here, I'm going to make 8 slip stitches across the same way I did the other side. So this is the first. Make the second slip stitch, the third slip stitch, the 4th slip stitch, the 5th slip stitch, 6th slip stitch, 7th slip stitch, and finally 8th slip stitch. After making 8 slip stitches across, I'm going to chain 1, make 1 single crochet into every stitch across, the same way we did the other longer side. I have 29 stitches and I'll make 29 single crochets going to the marked stitch. This is 28 and finally 29. Now the base of this bag is complete. I'm going to start working the height of this bag. The marked stitch marks the beginning of row 1 of the height of this bag. Before working on it, remove the stitch marker, and I'm going to use this yarn to mark the end of my base, going directly to the marked stitch where I removed the stitch marker. Make a single crochet. This marks the beginning of row 1 of the height of this bag. Go to the next stitch, make a single crochet, and continue making 1 single crochet across. Continue making 1 single crochet across. This is row 1 of the height of this bag, and I'm making 1 single crochet. When you get to the corner, still continue making 1 single crochet and make 1 single crochet into every stitch. You continue to the other side, making 1 single crochet into every stitch. So continue making 1 single crochet into every stitch across in all the stitches until you come to the marked stitch. I'm nearing the marked stitch to finish row 1. The marked stitch marks the beginning of my next row, which is row 2. Before working on it, remove the stitch marker. Go directly into the stitch. This marks the first stitch of row 2. Continue making 1 single crochet into every stitch across. Continue making 1 single crochet into every stitch across all the way around until you get to the marked stitch. I'm nearing the marked stitch to finish row 2. The marked stitch marks the beginning of the next row, which is row 3. Before working on it, remove it and go directly into the stitch, making 1 single crochet. Now we are in row 3. Continue making 1 single crochet into every stitch across all the way around until you get to the marked stitch, and that is how you'll be working upwards from this row to row 31. I have made 31 rows. This is what I have. I have marked where I want to add the straps. What I have done, from the edge, these marked points, I have counted 12 stitches and marked here. The other side the same way, I have counted 12 and marked. In between these marked points, I have 16 stitches, and that is where I'm going to add straps. So row 31. So I'm beginning row 32. I'll move the stitch marker this way. I make a single crochet across until I get to the point where I'm adding straps. So continue working one single crochet into every stitch. This is row 32 until you get to the point where you are adding straps. Work one single crochet until you get to the point where we are adding straps. When I get to this point, I remove this stitch marker, make one single crochet, and I'm going to chain 40 chains. If you want a big strap, chain more than 40. I'm going to chain 40 chains. After chaining 40 chains, I'm skipping all these 16 stitches and joining here where I have a stitch marker by making a single crochet. So I have skipped 16 stitches, making one single crochet until you get to the other side where we are going to chain and add another strap. So make one single crochet until we get to the other side where we are going to add a strap the same way we did here. As I get to this point, I remove the stitch marker, make one single crochet where I removed the stitch marker, chain 40, the same chains I chained for the other strap. I'm going to chain 40, skip all these 16 stitches, and here where I had marked for the strap, it coincides with my first stitch of the next row. So I'm going to join by making a single crochet. Row 32 is complete. Row 33, you continue making one single crochet across until you get to the other side where we have the strap. One single crochet across until you get to this point where we have a strap, and continue making one single crochet across this strap. Make 40 single crochets. We chained 40, so you are going to make 40 single crochets across this strap. One single crochet across the strap, and continue making a single crochet across so that we make single crochets across on the other strap the same way we have done this one. So I'll meet you at the end of the other strap. This is what I have. Make one more row, making one single crochet the same way we have done row 33. So row 34, you make one single crochet across the same way we did row 33. And I'm nearing the end. That is the end. I'm going to slip stitch, chain 1, and cut. Pull this yarn this way and tighten. Then use this darning needle to hide this long tail. This is the wrong side of this bag, so I'm hiding this long tail. And I'll cut the excess yarn. Now I will turn the right side facing outwards. And that is the end of this tutorial. This is what I have. This is how perfect it came out. I have these two flowers that I made in my previous tutorial. I have a tutorial on how to make this. I'll attach them here. That is the end of this tutorial. I hope it was helpful. If it was, kindly leave a comment and like my video. If you are new here, kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'll see you in my next tutorial.